look, I don't even know what got me out. I mean, I know what got me on live right now, bro. Today been such a long fucking day, bro. Like, I'm realizing I need to get rest, bro. I don't know what got me so motivated, bro. But for the past 4 or 5 days, bro, I've been getting 4 hours of sleep, and I don't physically feel like I'm not fatigued. I don't feel bad, but it's starting to affect me, bro. I just got sat on my goddamn supervisor. Um, cause where my keys at? Cause he's like, damn, why did you take long on this route? And I'm like, bro, like one is Monday's mad shit, and you know, it's funny cause like no matter what, especially when it comes to the job, when motherfucker over you, they gonna have the answer. And I'm not saying it in a negative way either. It ain't like buddy say anything crazy, but you know, hold on, my bad, bro. Take this shit off. You know, my bad, I'm random something for but yeah, bro. So I'm sitting here like, and it's, bro, living in I love, trust me, I love Puerto Rico, bro. Puerto Rico's gas. Is the price of living, the job, all that shit, bro. I don't take none of this shit for granted. Um, but my bad. That boy outside. Um, I don't take none of this for granted, but bruh, it's cause alright, y'all know I'm Puerto Rican and all that stuff and shit like that, right? And but I didn't grow up here, bro. I didn't grow up here. I don't know how these streets are. I don't know the people. And Puerto Rico, architecture wise, is so different. I can't even different. I can't spot if I'm in the hood or not either. Like, cause everything, the architecture over here, or depending where you at, look crazy. Or like look the same. Or you could be in an area that look fucked up, but they got a bunch of nice houses, and then you could be in an area that look hella nice and the shit. You know what I mean? Oh my god, bro. Crazy. Oh yeah, all right. Anyways, thank y'all, bro. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you. See, bro, I got 1,700 views. It's insane. The fact that y'all listening to the album, I'm really curious too to like the returning listeners. Like, I wonder if like y'all going to the damn are y'all revisiting songs like in the tape, or y'all just start that shit from the beginning? Because the tape is a bit meant to be listened to front to back, but it man, nah, but I definitely got to get my rest, bro. But yeah, man, thank y'all, man, thank y'all, thank you. I'm so grateful, so grateful. Um, shit, I I feel like I'm jumping from topic to topic, and I know y'all can tell too because I'm actually like tired, bruh. I stayed up till 3 in the morning yesterday doing the Nas shit, and I wasn't. I promise every night I'm telling myself, nah. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. All right, cool. Put my seatbelt on. Now I look corny. Oh, the man drive with a seatbelt on. I'm safe, bro. Um, I promise. I keep telling myself, nah, I'm not gonna record tonight. Like, all right, I can take a break. Like, bro, I'm there's a piece of me that's just so hungry, and I want to show people I'm serious, right? But at this point, I shouldn't. I don't even have to. I'm writing the greatest music of my life. I love my body of work. I actually can't wait to release the whole tape on the DSPs with the 3 last songs, because it'll be complete, and I feel like I got to make my passion project. This is like my Sinners. This is my goddamn, I don't know. I compare it to Sinners, not like that, because Sinners is phenomenal. But I'm saying Sinners is the greatest movie I've ever seen in my life. I don't care what anyone says. Debate me. But it's my passion project. It's exactly what I wanted to do, and how I wanted to do it, and what I wanted to talk about, and I made sure that shit, it knocks too. Like I produced everything as best as I possibly can, and I love it. I love it. Like I love it. I could at any moment of the day, just put the tape in, start it from the beginning, and just let it ride. Like that's how much, oh my god, I love it. Now, granted, now I'm thinking like the last 2 songs gotta go crazy too, which they are. I can't wait. I love the transition into the final chapter of the album, because then it's like, do I talk about it? No, I ain't gonna talk about it now. But anyways, I'm in a very oh man, I'm just grateful. That's all. I just want to keep continuing to express my gratitude, because you have no idea how, like, I didn't think none of this stuff was going to be happening. I just had the idea, all right, let's get the tape out. And then I was inspired. I think like the night before January 1st, I'm like, oh shit, Doechii just dropped. I really like this song, but I'm not going to rap the whole thing because I like the song. So let me just rap the first verse and then let the whole song ride. Because for me, I do it for me. Like, if y'all see the freestyles that I do and I just have the verse in the beginning and then the rest of the song plays, it's because I really love the song. You know what I'm saying? What's happening? I really love the song. So I'll play it myself just to hear. I get my little 16 in, and then I just hear the rest of the song because I love the music I listen to. And then I was like, I've been listening to like the last like 3 weeks. Like, Whacked Out Murals is in rotation in my mornings. And especially that part where he's like, no juices up in my cup, I sober up and knock them all off. Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman. That's why I know propaganda work for them, and fuck them niggas that close to them. Them niggas that slide on both of them. You have to, oh my God. That is the part where he's like, you ever had Captain Crunch and proceeded to put water in it, pulled up about a law. You riding dirty, so you can't argue with him. That's my favorite line. That's one of my favorite lines ever. Because it says so much. That mentality of like, fuck, oh, we got bud in the car? Damn, bro, put this shit in your... Like, I remember those shit as a late teen and whatever. But anyway, I said all that to say, that's like, oh, fuck it. I dropped the tape. And I guess a piece of me was like, damn, motherfuckers don't care about it. All right, but... Not that motherfuckers don't care about it, but it was that, like, all right, like, my peers probably don't look at it like it's that serious or whatever, because I haven't been dropping frequently, so you know, how would they know if this is like something serious to me? But then the homie Cam, not Cameron, I don't know Cameron Porter, like the rapper, I'm talking about my boy Cam, but I fuck with Cameron though, nigga funny as fuck. Killer hit me up and he was like, bro, I ain't no way you made this, like, bro, I've been bumping this shit back to back. And his word, bro, like, my childhood friends, I've known them since I was 13, right? Just to give a little recap of my livelihood, I was obviously born and raised in Miami, right? My mama's first apartment was across the street from Colors Mall, which is now known as Southland, on 200th Street, right? So my first apartment was technically down south. You know, my dad, he's a musician, he got his paper up, we ended up moving to Kendall. And then I lived in Kendall till like I was like 11 or 12. Then we moved to South Miami Heights. That's down south. And I was there for like a year. And then my parents lost the house. So we ended up moving to an apartment complex. The apartment complex is called South Point Apartments. That's in Perrine. And I lived there between like, I was in 6th grade. And I stayed in South Point Apartments until I was like 20, 21. But anyways, I'm saying all this to say, my day one friends, the people I grew up with, the people that's crazy. Like, I've known my friends for over 20 years. And we talk on the group chat all the fucking time. Maybe not me. I'm the one that be goddamn not responding because I'm fucking recording or working or just doing some shit. But I have the same friends since I was 13 years old. Like, my day ones. And all the other relationships that I made after that, you know, some are seasonal, some are like, oh my God, you my motherfucking dog, but we just see each other when we see each other. So all of that, I'm saying all this to say that since I've known my boy Cam, this motherfucker he listened to the music, oh shit, this shit hot as a, but nah, he made it a point to tell me like, bruh, like, this shit is really fucking good, bro. This the one. And as he's explaining that to me, I'm just like dumbfounded, like, bro, I like, when I said this before in my last slide, but when I first started rapping, my biggest thing was to impress my friends, bro, because like, I grew up in an era, I don't know what you're saying. I grew up in an era where it was about bars, it was about flows, it was about making slaps, and now everyone just do shit for TikTok. And do shit for you, and I'm not necessarily mad at the individuals that do that. It's more so the system. Like, I think this shit needs some type of change, right? And Oh, this shit closed. No. Hey, I'm kind of hot. All right, bro. Now I gotta go to the gas station, bro. That's some bullshit. Oh, you know what? Let me make up my credit. Hold on, my bad. I was about to go get something I ain't supposed to be getting. Fuck, motherfucker closed. I ain't gonna lie, I'm really obsessed with this mall. Let me show y'all real quick. I can flip the camera. This mall is so gas. This shit called Plaza del Sol. For some reason, Puerto Rico got a bunch of fucking malls, and they're always full. Like, there's always... Ooh, I can get Chick-fil-A, bruh. I didn't really eat that good today. One in the chat if I should get some Chick-fil-A. I'm just kidding. I don't... But, damn, I actually do want that now. You know what, fucking, I'm gonna get it. That sounds so good. I haven't had Chick-fil-A in a minute. I'm gonna get back to my holistic health shit soon, but anyways, whatever, right? So my biggest thing was I wanted to impress my friends. I wanted to make sure that I was like, I ain't even show my friends my raps until like I was like, all right, I'm giving you the timeline, right? At 16 years old, my bro, come on, bro. Motherfucker drive Puerto Rico drive fucking crazy. My first rap was at 16, right? The first rap that I ever wrote to and recorded to was Bad Side by Lil Wayne and Joel Santana. Y'all remember that? Step into the bad side. Step into the bad side. Gonna take a mirror. Oh my God, that shit was crazy. Man, you boys can't get on my level, we never could. All black Phantom directed it to the hood. My dash is black too. My driver's black too. My driver's black too. Hey, Lil Wayne is mine. Alright, whatever. My bad. I'm getting too excited. Spit like a Uzi clip. Spit like a Uzi and I spit like I just talked. Alright, my bad. What time is it? It's like 9:31. Somewhere around there. So that's the first time I recorded. I remember me and my boy Carl rapped over it, right? And I don't remember the rap, but I remember I had a line. I was like, go hard like the Raiders look. I was like, go hard like the Lakers look down on haters. And I remember we was playing basketball on the court, and the little homie Paul, I remember he recited, like he said the same verse. What did he say? Like he quoted me as he was like playing basketball. Me too. Oh, for real in Puerto Rico? Oh, that shit, yeah, Puerto Rico's gas. Ooh, let me see something, bro. What I want.
Thank you for your visit, but we are currently closed.
Oh, that's...
Please visit us again during our normal business hours.
That's cap. Are you lying to me? I know you're lying because it's in Spanish. I mean, it's in English. Oh. Hold on a second, y'all. Buena,
la orden, jefe?
¿Cómo?
¿A nombre de quién sería la orden?
Oh, José.
José, que se ordena el día de hoy.
¿Puedo coger el spicy chicken sandwich, el combo?
¿Deluxe o el original?
Yeah, deluxe.
Sauce and drink?
¿Puedo coger el buffalo sauce, the Chick-fil-A sauce y ketchup?
For the drink?
¿Tiene el limonada de cherry?
Yeah, we have the cherry berry one and tenemos limonada de fresa también.
¿The cherry de
Cherry berry y fresa.
¿De cuál es cherry berry?
Tiene pequeña, no se puede grande ni mediana.
¿Todo? ¿Y de fresa también?
Sí, de fresa sí. Es grande, puede agrandarlo. Sí.
Oh, dame con eso.
¿Quería comer?
No, eso es todo. Vamos a seguir.
Tenemos deluxe picante, papa y limonada de fresa. Ajá. 11,87, jefe.
Perfecto. ¿Por qué no está? Oh, aquí. Yeah, gracias. All right, so, hey, my Spanish getting better, right? It's funny. I wonder if people think like he don't talk like that or whatever. Motherfuckers really don't know me, bro. That'd be the funny. To me, I know people don't know who I am, and that's why like people from where I'm from know exactly who I am. You've never seen like he not acting like himself or whatever the case may be, bro. I've been me, like. Anyways, my bad. I was going through a little history lesson on... My bad, I got distracted. I'm so excited. I haven't ate fucking Chick-fil-A in a minute. I know my uncle gonna be hot because there's food at the crib. I know he gonna be like, why are you spending money? Um, you gotta be practical. This old guy is goddamn old activist. He don't hold his tongue. He stays snapping on me. Actually, he's the one who got me like just being able to, because you should be in your truth all the time. It's good for your spirit. Um, but anyways, I recorded Bad Side 16, so whatever, right? Um, After that, me and the boys, us together, uh, and they used to call it like our clique was called SPG because we lived in the South Point apartments, right? I actually have that tatted on my down. I don't know how to put that on my shoulder. Oh, I mean, goddamn, SPG. That was our little clique name. And the G ain't for gangsters. We was not gangsters. We was goddamn nerds. We was playing basketball, Manhunt, Yu-Gi-Oh, 2K, Def Jam 5 for New York. I beat air, but ain't nobody want no smoke on Def Jam 5 for New York. I'm gonna whoop y'all ass with Method Man. Everybody getting to smoke with Method Man on Def Jam 5 for New York. Um, Anyways, that's the time we was on. So, we recorded Bad Side. The boys collectively, we made like a mixtape. It's actually on SoundCloud, bro. It's the funniest shit in the world. Do I know Bad Bunny? Nah, I wish. Bad Bunny, I need a feature, bro. That shit, I can't. I need to talk to Bad Bunny for real in Spanish. Sí, sí.
Para que se vea el deluxe picante como sale con papita.
Yes. Ay, muchas gracias.
Placer,
Ay. Oh, hold on. Make sure I got my stuff. I shouldn't be eating my grill on. Anyways, let me get out this motherfucker. I'm getting out so goddamn late. All right, my bad, y'all. So, after we did the little group tape, it's funny too, because me and my boy Nick, we're the only two people that like took rap serious after that. And I thought Nick had a bunch of verses on the South Point tape, but he didn't. So my Cam, my boy Carl, Fat Boy, my boy Jonathan, Fat Boy and Jonathan brothers, and whatever. And rest in peace to Joffrey, man, because he on the tape too. It's funny because he dissed me on the song. The only song I rapped on that because they're goofy, bro. We got shit like Crank That Grandma on the goddamn. Yeah, I've seen Bad Bunny music. Bad Bunny go crazy. I haven't listened to his older stuff. I know he has like a lot of trap music and stuff like that too. But I like the only tape I've listened to is the last one that he did, and it sounds so like traditional Puerto Rican music. So that's why I ended up listening to it. And it sounds like grown folks music. Like, I'm grown now. I want to listen to grown things. I'm not a kid. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It's okay though. It's okay. Like I want to be mature too sometimes too, but it should be mature and immature at the same time. Crazy. So anyways, bruh, this mixtape had shit like Crank That Grandma on there. We rapped on a bunch of, it was like 07, 08, whatever, like, but that era, but bro, the beats we was rapping on was so crazy. And now I think, if y'all hear, I wish the homies let me drop the tape on the YouTube. I'm gonna ask them if they let me drop that, because it's one long ass audio file with a bunch of, like, they even rapped on the song, let me be the one to, I just wanna be on your top 8, bruh. This shit is so, bruh. Oh my god, I need to play it. Not play. I can't. It's on SoundCloud, bro. I gotta find it, bro. But it's so funny. It's so funny, bro. You know what? I'm gonna ask them. I gotta ask the homies if they gave me permission to drop that shit on the YouTube, because they're like, what the fuck? Even though it does exist on goddamn on SoundCloud, but it's just crazy the shit that we was talking about and like the content or whatever, bro. But we was just having fun. Now, I say this to say that I only made one verse on there, and that's the verse I took serious because I was like, oh, I don't want them to make fun of my verse, because my homies don't give a fuck, bro. They're like, let me show y'all a picture. I'm gonna show y'all, this is the funniest shit in the world, right? Funniest shit in the world, bro. And this is the type of shit that be sent on the group chat. I'm just this. My bad. I can't. Let me not drive with two phones, man. Am I going the right way? All right, bro. We gonna see. We gonna see. I'm gonna connect this to the car. Let's take my ass to the crib. Oh, I actually would be able to play it on the motherfucking if I found it. That would be so funny. Them boys gonna cuss my ass out. Bro, you over here dropping like we got a song. We actually have a song that's so hard. Like I remember my ex's sister. Oh shit, she technically not my sister. We still fam. She was telling me, like, oh, that's the best song I ever heard. Not ever heard, but for me, right? For us, it collected. But it's because it's like a posse cut. It's so good. And Nick got the standout verse on that bitch. Nick, like however Kendrick described Absol in The Heart Part 6 is how I felt about Nick, bro. Because every time he rapped, I was like, oh, I guess I gotta ball my paper up and throw it behind me. Like, there's no way you're this fucking good. To this day, I think he's one of the fucking illest rappers I've ever heard in real life. And adding people that are relevant, whatever, and it just also just to reinforce my point about how important it is to for me at least to rap, bro. Like, I gotta go. See you tomorrow. I appreciate you. I'll jump back on live tomorrow. Thank you so much for hopping in and you know and participating. I appreciate that. But yeah, like I care about the fucking bars. I care about the words. I care about like not just to the album structure. Bro, my favorite album of all time is To Pimp a Butterfly, right? Before that, my favorite album of all time was the Game documentary. And then before that, well, I don't know, I think it was the Game documentary was my first favorite. That's you become teenager, older adult, whatever, it kind of changes and shit like that. But anyways, I say this to say that, like, think about it like this. Reasonable Doubt, the documentary, and To Pimp a Butterfly is probably my top 3 albums of all time. And I don't know, yeah, that's probably the bar right there, like the 3 album. Because I know there's albums that I really like. I really love Hip Hop Is Dead. I really love Paper Trail. I really love I'm trying to like what's something that's no skills. Watch the Throne is perfect. What's something that I'm thinking? Even an album, which that sounds crazy. The first album I ever bought, like I Want This Mom, was Big Willie Style. I was 7 years old when Big Willie Style came out, or 6 years old when Big Willie Style came out, which sounds corny as fuck, but like Will Smith, that album though was so gas. He got a song on there called Candy. And he's rapping and he's naming all the different candy bars and using it as a way to communicate to talk about his girl or whatever. And that's what I'm saying. Like, Will Smith might not be the craziest lyricist in the world or whatever the case may be, but he's still taking the time out to think of ideas and just different ways to do something, even if it doesn't hit how it wants to or whatever. It's still that. And I'm saying this to say that the albums that I love, people take time out on the composition of the actual album. Like what comes in the beginning? Why is track 2 track 3? Why is track 2 track 2? Why is track 3 track 3? Do we have a song of the ladies? Do we have a song about this? Do we have a song about politics? Do we have a song about this? Whatever. Like, it's made in a certain way. If anyone has ever heard any of my albums, with the exception of WVR is actually everything I've ever done in any tape that I've made, it's all put into WVR. You know what I mean? Worker versus rapper. That's what WVR stand for. Or you could, world virtual reality, or, make up whatever y'all want. WVR is what it's called. Which stands for Worker versus Rapper. But I approach my albums the way Hideo Kojima approaches his video games. Y'all fuck with Hideo Kojima? That's the motherfucker that made Metal Gear Solid, fucking masterpiece, my favorite video game franchise of all time, and the person who made Death Stranding, Police Knots, so on and so forth. So, if you notice, when Hideo Kojima made, like, Metal Gear Solid 1, right? At the time I played it, that was like one of my first games on the PlayStation. I didn't know that's a sequel to 2 older games that came out on this system called the MSX, right? It's like a computer. I normally just say Nintendo, like, people get it, but it's that type of era, right? So, the second game on the MSX, Metal Gear 2, is called Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. Now, if you play Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake and then you play Metal Gear Solid, you'll notice that the game visually looks different. The items and things you do are different, but you're essentially playing the same game. The same story point beats, the same, maybe not narrative wise, right? Because it's written really well to where, like, there's surprises and shit that you don't expect, and even for a video game to break the third wall is kind of crazy, right? Meaning, like, oh, look at the back of your CD. Look at the back of the CD case, and you're in the game looking for a CD case, not realizing he's actually talking about the fucking physical copy of the disc. Anyways, I'm saying all this to say that if you play Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, you'll notice there's parallels in the game, story-wise, right? Things happen to, like, repeat themselves. Or not repeat themselves, but things rhyme, right? So I approach my albums that way. It's like I'm trying to make the same album, just give it a different fit, give it a different location, give it a different thing. But I'm in essence, I'm talking about me. You know what I'm saying? What's up with fool? Oh, this not let them go, because they. Oh my God, what happened? Hey, cuz, don't hit my car. Alright. Guess an accident just happened. Damn, bro. Ooh, shit. Oh my God, poor baby. Damn, I hope she okay. God, that's fucked up. That's crazy. This is a whole accident. Yeah, the streets in Puerto Rico kind of wild. How people drive here is hell of aggressive. Like, it's like we got sign. Like, people drive here, and it be old people. Like, they'll creep. You know how, like, if you're gonna make a right turn, right? You wait till the cars pass. You'll creep up a little bit, but you won't put yourself on the road to creep up to make the turn. Motherfuckers here will creep up in the whole lane of the road. It'll make the person driving from the other side. You force them to stop because you're so out that he'll hit you if he doesn't stop. But that's how people fucking operate over here. Not even in a mean way, just like, because I say aggressive, I don't mean like people like road raging. That's just how it's just normal. Fuck, what do I, damn, low key, I feel like I need to travel to Old San Juan to grab what I need to grab, but it's not 47, and I really, it's funny, again, the whole thing with, like, rapping or whatever. Damn, I'm so sorry, y'all, because I know y'all be listening, and I never finish my stories. I go into another fucking topic. My ex used to fucking tell me, you need to stay on topic. Shut up. I'm just kidding. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to focus, get my ass over here. Oh yes, my bad. Going back to South Point tape, whatever. I guess I do end up tying it together. I was always scared. After we did the tape or whatever, I wrote rhymes and shit on my phone, but I never was taking it serious. I didn't know nothing about recording studios. I didn't know nothing about engineering. I didn't know nothing about none of that shit. I just, just writing and whenever an opportunity goes, oh, I rap, yeah, thinking that's how it is. So I remember I told the story before, but I read The Secret, and I remember when I read The Secret, it empowered my thoughts, right? Because I've always, when I was younger, I always had doubt, and I don't even know. Shit, I guess I do need to go to therapy because I need to figure out where the fuck doubt creeped in my mind when I was younger. So weird, because I didn't have, like, I didn't really get confident and really feel myself until like my early 20s, going into, you know what I'm saying? Because like, I don't know if it was because of the feeling of lack. I don't know if it's because I never, like, you kid, you trying to do things and get fresh, like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really have it like that. It looked like, at one point it looked like that, right? My dad was on tour all the time, racking up money, all that shit. When 9/11 happened, that shit kind of slowed a lot of stuff down. And then I remember when we was living in South Miami Heights, my shit. The reason I ended up moving to South Point is that my mom got robbed right by my high school. Like, she had the rent money on her. I don't know specifically how it went, but she had the rent money on her, and someone like snatched her shit. And I don't, like, which is crazy because that, whatever amount that she had, it impacted us so bad that we ended up having a downgrade. We actually had a house and we had to let go of the house. Which I feel so bad, man. My parents never had like their own shit ever, and I think it was because of lack of like, they didn't know. Like, my parents moved to Miami in 1988, and I could see how, like, over here you could probably make a real good living off of being a musician, right? Why? Because there's something to do in Puerto Rico every day. So if you're good and people want to book you and like you to perform and shit like that, imagine you could. I look at it kind of like, I would assume it's kind of like how stand-up comedy is, where you could probably perform 2-3 different nights and every day, and just sustain your living. You get what I'm saying? Over here, because like, music is such a big thing over here. A real big, yes, music is a real big thing over here. Obviously, like, and salsa's heavy presence, like, bomba is fucking gas. Oh my god, I love bomba. Anyways, they come over here, and my dad moved over here because he got a big break to work with this guy called Willie Chirino, and apparently he's some like legendary salsa dude or whatever. And I remember specifically when he was working with Chirino. He worked with him till like 95, and then my dad ended up starting to work with Gloria Estefan, and that shit was crazy. My dad went on tour. Like, my dad performed at the Super Bowl. How my dad performed at the Super Bowl before Drake? That's crazy, right? Which is crazy. I need to look up that footage though. That's crazy. I got some shoes to fill. I mean, granted, it's not like my dad was a headliner, but it don't matter. He was there. He breathed the air. And so cool, what I really love about Pops, he don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bro. There's literally a documentary. It's literally a documentary that they dropped, like a reggaeton documentary or some shit like that, and it was showing like the lineage of music and shit like that. And my dad just pops up in that bitch. And I'm like, this black Puerto Rican man's done some great things, and he don't even, like, he don't care. It's not even care. It's the mentality's from a different time, It's from a completely different time. So, but anyways, they end up coming over here, and shit was, there was motion, right? So if I'm sure my old boy was making bread to where, like, if he to continue to build wealth, but like, if you don't know, you don't know. I can't blame them. Puerto Rico, and I see how Puerto Rico operates. Puerto Rico is way different than it is in the States. The people's what's the word, demeanor. Everyone's so nice over here, like, very friendly, right? Not nice, maybe not, but friendly. Like, if you look lost, someone will go out their way to help you. If you are struggling with something or whatever, like, people are very like, hey, let me, whatever, right? And they very embracive, like, and it's cultural identity over here. So, like, especially when you go up to like the Campo, which is like the mountains and shit, that's because historically, right, when the Spaniards came and invaded Puerto Rico, and then they brought enslaved Africans to Puerto Rico, and they tried to enslave the Tainos. The Africans and the Tainos clicked up, and they end up all going into the mountains, right? it's way more nuanced and specific than that, but that's essentially what ended up happening, right? That's why a lot of, like, you look at Puerto Ricans, we all look all different type of shape of colors and stuff like that or whatever, but it's really because it's such a strong mix. And then when you go into like the mountain, the Campo area, whatever, that's where my grandpa, like grandpa lives at. I ain't gonna lie, I want to buy property there, bro. I'm finna have me some shit on a mountain, bro. I promise, that's what I want. Duck the fuck off. Cause I don't care. I like doing shit. I'll be outside and stuff like that. But let me go there. But then when I gotta slide, oh no, I don't. I want to be ducked off. Leave me alone. I don't know what female gonna tolerate this shit. You want to live on a mountain? Yes, yes. I want to live on a mountain, breathe fresh air, grow fruits and shit in the back, eat from the earth. Turn this up a little bit. Yeah, bro. Puerto Rico's beautiful. Anyway, I said everything is all different over here. So, damn, I went from talking about goddamn my rap history, then going into my parents come on over here. And there's some shit. So to connect it to. My bad, bro. Because I am tired. Also thinking at the same time. And I got this good ass food next to me. That's what it is. I'm hungry, cuz. Alright, so whatever. I was going back. This shit need chapters, bro. This is why I see why people chop up videos. You get the freestyling, that motherfucker be like, "Damn, get to the point." Why are you talking about everything but what you saying? What is your rap history? Nah, so I read The Secret. I ended up telling myself, man, this is what I want to do. I want to rap. Hip hop has been a part of my life since I can remember. You get what I'm saying? Like, I love it. Like, I was living hip hop, right? Meaning, like, listening to the music, the clothes, drawing, just how I carry myself. Like, I've always been that way. I've always been the hip hop kid. Like, even, it's funny. I ran into a producer that I know, and I remember one of the things he asked me is like, "Oh, you still on that hip hop shit?" And I'm thinking, like, this is all hip hop shit. But I understood what he meant, like, because some people, when they make music, especially now, like Florida, like Miami specifically, we got two extremes of fucking music, right? We got the hip hop rappers, like the ones that still rap over boom bap beats, and I mean, I'm one of them. I would think I'm one of them, but they don't treat me like I'm one of them. You got that rap on the boom bap beeps and shit like that, and goddamn fucking like traditional rap, and then you got like the street rappers, right? And what's interesting to me is, I'm like, why don't they really fuck with each other, right? I feel like I'm weirdly in the middle, right? Because I grew up where all the street rappers are from. And I'm talking about down south. I'm not from North Miami. I'm not from Opelika, Poconos. When I say down south, we talking about Richmond Heights, Perrine, Cutler Bay, Florida City, Homestead, Naranja. Like, I could look these places up. This ain't the beach. We're not at the beach. We're not at Wynwood. We not, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're further down south. It's a whole different, it's like the fucking Caribbean back there. Cause you got black folks, you got Cubans, you got goddamn Dominicans, you got Jamaicans, Haitians, Mexicans, like, I mean, Puerto Ricans. I guess I'm part of that, but I don't really know a lot of Puerto Rican people like that. I mean, now I do, but I'm saying, like, back home, that's why it's such a culture shock for me here, because I'm like, damn, all y'all talk like inside of my house. So anyways, yeah, so the rap wise, right, there's a disconnect. Like, I wish that, like, because I feel like, and this is my opinion, right, I feel like the street artists, they know how to make the slaps, right? So you got artists like you got artists like Vino 400 and Skeet Black, and obviously Mike Smith. Like, they are that energy, like, oh shit, and I'm speaking of my generation, but even a little further older, like Iceberg, right? Iceberg Live is a fucking legend, bro. Fucking legend, bro. And he like, I look at Berg kind of like what he kind of like what Nip was to you know. I mean, I don't know, but that's the energy he get, right? He independent. I remember, you know, some ill ass thing, bro. We went to we had went to he got a store called the Live House. Right. I don't know if it's still open. This was like pre-COVID. It's the Live House, right? And I remember randomly. This is after I dropped my first tape, and like my first tape on DSPs. And so I want to say 2019. I want to say 20. Yeah, it was 2019 in Denver. So I went, which is crazy. I At that time, after I dropped the tape, I went right into like, oh, now it's time to like, I could be outside. Like things started happening for me to experience what was happening outside. Cause I performed this stuff before, but I wasn't aware of like, oh, you know, you could be an extra in this music video, and you could be here and talk to blah blah blah, and make connections and this that and the third. So shout out to my homegirl St. Combe. She's the one who put me on game, and I ran head first into that bitch, and I had it sweet because I had my job that I was working at. I was working with my ex's parents at the time, and shout out to Miriam Whisper. I love y'all. Um, and I was supervising, right? But the way that my schedule was set up, I worked from 6 a.m. to 2 o'clock, right? So 9 times out of 10, I could make it a set. So I was leaving motherfucking work, going to the crib, showering, putting clothes on, going straight to whatever. So I went through like a year and a half of doing that almost every day, right? But you know where I fucked up at? I stopped focusing on music. Not that I stopped making music, but I stopped focusing on the music, right? So if you listen to Free Jules and you go to 111, you hear progression, but it's not like an extreme, right? It's not like for instance, right? If you listen to 7 Days of Manifestation Theory and you go into WVR, you'll, not that it's a drastic change, but you'll be like, oh, you went from ready to like you, this shows you're prepared, and this will show you ready. Like I feel like what I was missing from 7 Days of Manifestation Theory, I was able to fill it in WVR. But even like Revenge of the Nerd, I didn't like it. I know I dropped it. When I dropped it, all right, this is what happened, right? This is what happened. Right? It's Kendrick fault, bro. Kendrick made me insecure, bro. Ugly ass. I'm just kidding, bro. That's my goat. But I was dropping Revenge of the Nerd, and Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers came out in the same week. I don't remember if I know it came out. When did it fucking come out, bro? It came out either the same week or it came out it was before my birthday, right? And I was excited. Like obviously I'm hell of excited, like Kendrick about to drop. But there was a piece of me that was kind of hot, like, bro, ain't nobody gonna listen to my album. Kendrick dropping, bro. I'm not even listening to my album. I'm listening to Kendrick album. What the fuck you talking about? And I guess after that took place and whatnot, bro, I didn't believe in it like that, right? And shout out to Liddy Willie, man. I really appreciate you sharing this with me. But I remember I did this thing, the Drink Champs folks. They had a shout out to Drink Champs Sports. He had invited me to this thing called Miami's Meets Miami, where it's like a networking event where you get a bunch of underground artists to be in the same room. We all perform some songs and we socialize, get connected, all that shit, right? And I seen my dog, because I always run into Liddy Willie and shit like that. And we was chopping it up. He's like, man, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like, Revenge of the Nerds, my shit. And I looked at him like, huh? What you mean? He's like, nah. He's like, Revenge of the Nerd, bro. Rich Thoughts is my shit. Oh, it's because I performed Rich Thoughts. I performed 2 songs off of the 7 Days, the Manifestation Theory. Then I performed Rich Thoughts, which was off Revenge of the Nerd. I love how it sounded, but I was just like, whatever. So when he told me that, it blew my mind. He's like, yeah. And then he told me that he was speaking to a mutual homie, and they were having a conversation about it. And, you know, like, I'm like, Wayne is my favorite rapper, and and I think really, not only because how he raps, but I'm a lot like Wayne. I'm always in my little bubble, right? I fuck with the shit that I fuck with, and that's what I tap into. And I don't like to consume shit that I don't need to consume. Like if one of the homies call me right now and trying to talk me about some bullshit that I don't want to listen to, I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't want to talk about that. The boys, that's different. But like homies and shit, like just people that call, whatever. I've been sitting in this goddamn gas station the whole time chopping up with y'all. I ain't get my shit. Let me see. Bruh. This shit, guys. My bad, y'all. Let me turn this shit down. Damn, my bad. I done lost my goddamn train of thought. Distracting, bro. Distracted. That's so funny. Oh yeah, so Kendrick dropped. I didn't believe in it. Woo, woo, and that was fast forward to Liddy Willy, whatever. And they was having a conversation, and it blew my mind, bro. And I was like, damn, bro. So it had me revisit Revenge of the Nerd. And when I listened to it, I was like, wow, this is actually really good. But I didn't, you know, because if you listen to Mr. Morale, then you go listen to like a project made in the room. There's gonna be goddamn differences, like shit, differences. It's gonna be a completely different thing. But I, when I make music or when I make something, I don't, like if I'm writing, I'm not gonna just, I have to love everything, right? I have to love it, right? So if I write a line, if I don't feel excited about when I write it, I'll delete it. Cause this shit a 40, nigga. Like, goddamn, shit scared the fuck out of me. Damn, hip boy scared the fuck out of me. X wanna slide back, but I'm like, heck no. Jay's only time I go retro. This little hoe, she way too stressful. Hey. My bad, that's my shit, bro. That's my shit. I'll put this shit. My bad, I seen it. Like, bro, when I go on Instagram, the moment I see something I like, I just post that bitch. I don't give a fuck. Cause I like it. If you don't like what I like, then don't like it. Wait, why I ain't post? Whatever, it don't matter. I'll do shit later. But yeah, man. So so when I make songs, when I write a line, when I'm making a beat, I wouldn't consider, I would consider myself a producer over a beat maker, because I love having the composition and shit. Like having, like if I have all the stems, I have so much fun with the rapping, because like I could remove kicks here and this will emphasize this, and I love the whole. Once I have all the pieces together and just start, I like putting everything together. Beat man, I like to make beats too, but I don't want to make it seem like I'm just racking up beats all. Nah, I make it when I need to make. I need to make it. Like that's how I treated the album. I made, which is weird too. I made every song one after another, and I haven't done that since Free Jewels, where I wrote all the lyrics out for all the songs. Then I recorded it. Made the beats for then all the songs, and then recorded it one by one. Which is, I like the technique because it allows me to keep like connective tissue and stuff. What the fuck? That's gas. Oh, let me get my shit. I'm over here bullshitting. My bad. I'm sitting in the car talking it up with y'all. Whew. Shit. Anyway, I'm done with story time. This is actually this is pretty cool. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Thank you guys so much again for tapping in with me. And please keep running up the WR numbers up. Oh, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. So I'm gonna drop the intro Dogma on the DSPs. So it'll probably drop like in a day or two. And then we going right into promoting the second song. And then, you feel me? Rack it up from there. We outside. All right. Appreciate y'all. Love.